Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. Just because something doesn't do what you planned it to do doesn't mean it's useless. There is no substitute for hard work. If we did all the things we are capable of, we would literally astound ourselves. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. The chief function of the body is to carry the brain around. Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. The three great essentials to achieve anything worthwhile are hard work, stick-to-itiveness, and common sense. Show me a thoroughly satisfied man and I will show you a failure. I never did anything by accident, nor did any of my inventions come by accident, they came by work. I never did a day's work in my life. It was all fun. Restlessness is discontent and discontent is the first necessity of progress. Show me a thoroughly satisfied man and I will show you a failure. The doctor of the future will give no medicine but will instruct his patient in the care of the human frame, in diet, and the cause and prevention of disease. To invent, you need a good imagination and a pile of junk. Hell, there are no rules here, we're trying to accomplish something. Everything comes to him who hustles while he waits. Waste is worse than loss. The time is coming when every person who lays claim to ability will keep the question of waste before him constantly. The scope of thrift is limitless. We don't know a millionth of 1% about anything. The best thinking has been done in solitude. The worst has been done in turmoil. I have friends in overalls whose friendship I would not swap for the favor of the kings of the world. Maturity is often more absurd than youth and very frequently is most unjust to youth. Anything that won't sell, I don't want to invent. Its sale is proof of utility, and utility is success. When I have fully decided that a result is worth getting, I go ahead of it and make trial after trial until it comes. Your worth consists in what you are and not in what you have. The reason a lot of people do not recognize opportunity is because it usually goes around wearing overalls looking like hard work. Non-violence leads to the highest ethics, which is the goal of all evolution. Until we stop harming all other living beings, we are still savages. I find my greatest pleasure, and so my reward, in the work that precedes what the world calls success. What a man's mind can create, man's character can control. The body is a community made up of its innumerable cells or inhabitants. Nearly every man who develops an idea works it up to the point where it looks impossible, and then he gets discouraged. That's not the place to become discouraged. It is astonishing what an effort it seems to be for many people to put their brains definitely and systematically to work. I am proud of the fact that I never invented weapons to kill. Results. Why, man, I have gotten a lot of results. I know several thousand things that won't work. They say President Wilson has blundered. Perhaps he has, but I notice he usually blunders forward. His genius he was quite content in one brief sentence to define. Of inspiration 1%, of perspiration. 99. To my mind, the old masters are not art, their value is in their scarcity.